Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning viewers, students, teachers, and all English enthusiasts in Indonesia or across the globe. Welcome to the English Talk podcast presented by English Education Study Program, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, University of Muhammadiyah, Professor Dr. Hamka. And in this kind of sessions, we would like to have the podcast in our department. I'm going to start with the introductions a little bit. My name is Cahya Komara. I will be the host for these sessions. And we have right now our special guest, Mr. Silih Warni, Ph.D. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Pak Cahya. Good to see you today.
Good to see you, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, as you can see.
So, in this first podcast, we will talk about the English topics and etc. And our theme is today is getting to know English department with Mr. Silih Warni. Before we jump to the talk and discussion to Mr. Silih, I would like to address a little bit about Mr. Silih. Mr. Silih is currently our English Education Department Head of Department, sir, right?
Yeah.
And he is also our senior lecturer in faculty, and today he will share to us about the English and stuff and so on like that. Are you ready, sir?
Yeah, please.
Okay, sir. So, mention about the English, sir. Right. So maybe before we talk more, focus on the English session. But can you give us a little bit information about how you interest with English and how do you start the English learning and so on and so on?
All right. Actually, English now is competence. I mean, when we talk about English communication, it's a competence that's needed by everyone, regardless the careers. Now, every career needs English as a means to communicate globally. So, it's not only for English education students, but also from different faculties, for students in senior high schools, and as we are concerned that now a lot of people learn English and they want to be able to communicate in English. And yeah, I had been interested in English since actually I had I had a dream at that time to go around the world. Yeah, and English becomes kind of, English becomes an important thing for me to make it come true.
Yeah, that's true, sir. But sometimes we know that in our Indonesian context, English is a foreign language, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's really hard for someone who would like to speak in English since he or she needs to study about their local language and then the national language and so on and so on. Good to start, sir. Right. And to the viewers, we are going to talk about the English department, our English education department. I'm going to start, sir, with talking about this department first, sir. So, how long you been started the department working as the lecturers and has been assigned by the English department?
Yeah, I was assigned to teach as a lecturer in English department in 2016, and since then I have been enjoying teaching English in the department, because for me actually teaching means a lot. Yeah? For me, teaching itself is learning. So I learn English a lot while teaching. Yeah? And then for me, teaching is making friends. Yeah? When we teach, we make lots of friends. And then for sure, teaching is helping others to have better quality of life. So teaching becomes like a meaningful profession for me. I think it's a valuable career. And yeah, in English department now I'm assigned as the head of the English education department with quite big responsibility to make sure that the students first. And what I'm concerned is first students must be happy studying in the department, because when they are happy, then they can learn in maximum performance. Yeah. So that's why our department, supported by the faculty, is very serious in providing students with lots of facilities. Yeah, I'm very pleased now students start to do their activities in campus. They meet their friends in campus. After hopefully pandemic is over, then the situation is getting back to normal.
Yeah, sure, sir. Maybe you can explain to us more a little bit about the facilities that we have, maybe in English department.
All right. Yeah, I remember exactly during the pandemic, COVID-19, while all the learning and teaching were done online, the department with the faculty, made that as an opportunity to build facilities. Like we can see now, we've got a spacious park, the green area, the green outdoor area where students can meet up, chat with their friends, interact with their friends. And then we've got also a self-access learning center. Yeah, it's provided for students to learn English independently. We provide them with the facilities that they can make use of, like computers, sophisticated computers with internet connection. They can access different programs to learn English independently. They have like discussion room, and a reading room with a lot of reference book that you can read. One more thing. We've been developing smart classrooms, supported by our faculty, Faculty of Teachers Training and Education, known as FKIP. We've got again sophisticated smart classroom made special for students. So again, our focus is for students.
Okay, that's good to know, sir. Most likely, students in this education department, they enjoy the study, of course, in this department. So maybe you can share to us about the curriculums, like the program that students will get in this department.
All right, good questions. We realized that the students who joined in our department have various a range of motivation and English levels when they started. But we make sure that every student with different motivations and English starting point, they can learn and they can achieve a standard of competence of English and all the competencies that we provided with our curriculum. So don't worry, if there are students who start with basic level, for example, they can still follow the learning process until they get to the standard that we want to set in the curriculum. And we support the students with a lot of programs with the curriculum that we keep developing, or we keep reviewing in order to answer the demand of the society, to adjust to the advance of the technology as well. Then we make sure that students are equipped with competencies they need in this 21st century. They have to be technology literate. That's why we are very serious in supporting students with technology skills, and that we support with our courses. And then English for sure, because we are concerned with English competencies. Then the curriculum makes sure that students with all English starting points, they can master English. And then teaching skills, because it's Faculty of Teachers Training, of course we also support them with pedagogical competence, so that they are having competencies to teach. And then the most important thing, is personality. As part of Muhammadiyah, then we are concerned in building Islamic personality. So students throughout the process of studying are expected to build particular, Islamic personality. We can name different what personality traits like being friendly, and then disciplined, and then caring, helpful, etc. Yeah.
Okay, so is it true, sir, that we heard a lot that if someone would like to join the FKIP or English education in this context, they are going to be teachers. Is it true, sir, or maybe there are another alternative, right?
Yeah.
Students.
Yeah, that's a good question, and I think we know that youngsters, or let's say students who just graduate from senior high school, or even those who have joined particular faculty or study program in a higher education, they are not sure yet about what they want to be or what they are going to be. The thing is, when they study in English department or in the English education study program, being a teacher is one of the choices. But we prepare them to be an English teacher, so they have competencies to be an English teacher. But with the competencies, as I mentioned before, they are technology literate. They have very good competence in English, and then they have, let's say, outstanding good personality.
Yeah.
And they've got like another thing which is social competence. Then you can name what job that they cannot have. So they have different or various options of job. Actually, it is part of our curriculum as well, that we provide them or prepare them to be ready, to be able to do different careers, like for example, career in hospitality business, like working in a hotel or in a travel agent as a tour guide, and then a journalist. Some graduates work as well as journalists because in the study they are equipped with the skills as well. And others we named, for example, like those who work in embassy, because it is open as well for those who have English competence. And particularly in either national, multinational, or even international companies. So there are a range of professional jobs that they can have, but they are ready to be English teachers.
Yeah. Right. So that's a very good answer. So, we know that many of seniors high school students, maybe don't worry if you would like to join English education department in FKIP UHAMKA. You have a lot of options to in a career perspective, right? So not only as a teachers, English teachers, but also you can join as the employee in the embassy or maybe in other fields.
Yeah, one more thing that I haven't mentioned, that some of our students also get involved in research, developing a software to learn English. Two of our students last semester took part in a research project developing a program to learn English online, and it is another prospective career, being a researcher. So they are ready to be if they graduate from bachelor in English education, then they have opportunity to continue their study and in order to gain more competence or more qualification to be researchers.
Okay, cool. Very, very cool. Amazing. So, next question, sir. We know that today we are in the MBKM era, MBKM Merdeka Belajar, Kampus Merdeka. This is one of the obligations from Ministry of Education, Mr. Nadiem Makarim, right?
Yeah.
What I would like to ask is there any opportunity for the students who would like to join English department FKIP UHAMKA to contribute or to involve in this program?
Actually, when I heard that term MBKM, Merdeka Belajar Kampus Merdeka, freedom of learning, independent campus. Actually, when we talk about freedom, it is not really a brand new thing. Yeah? I mean, we are born with free will. Yeah, we've got freedoms, but then the government tries to give or to legitimate that in the institutionalized context, which is in higher education. Then with that principle, we respond that positively. Yeah, we give students more choices. Yeah, while we are preparing and offering our curriculum, but we give students also space to gain experiences outside the campus or outside the department. Then we have done several programs like student exchange program. Yeah, we have sent some students abroad, like to Bulgaria, joining a semester study there, and then to to Thailand, and then we got online exchange program to South Korea.
Yeah.
And we could see the benefits that students gain from that program, particularly to broaden their horizon, yeah, to enrich their, multicultural, competence, yeah. So they have more open ways of thinking, yeah, open-minded way of thinking. And we also have some students doing internship. Yeah. So besides independently we offer program to students, we also support the government's program, because government have made partnership with some multinational and international companies, and we have sent our students to take part in that program.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's very beneficial for students, and we will keep supporting that to succeed the program.
Yeah. Is there any other results from the students in English department so far, in terms of maybe their achievement in non-academic, for example, and so on?
Yeah, it becomes our concern as well, yeah, because we prepare students to be ready to survive the real life. Yeah, because that's the thing that we need to be concerned with. Yeah, for students' achievements besides academics that I mentioned, we also have like some students organizations who accommodate that, like martial arts. Yeah, some students got medals in martial arts, and then we've got also students activity named the students organization. Debate, English debate, and then UHAMKA choir, some English department also joined the UHAMKA choir. Then we support them, and they have joined some international events. Yeah, and I think this again beneficial for students.
Right. Excellent. So getting to know English department, we have explored about the facilities, and then we talk about the perspective, careers for graduates, and then the curriculums. In this kind of moments, I'm gonna jump to the lectures, the hot things. Sometimes we have, let's say, we would like to study in some places, right? And then the challenge is not only about the students itself, the internal, external, but also maybe the good communications, good relationship with the lecturers. So maybe you can tell us about the English lectures first in our department, and then what do you see about that kind of issue?
Okay, all right. I think that's very crucial thing when we talk about the lecturers who actually facilitate the achievement of the target that we set. Yeah, I mean, I equip students with those different competencies. Yeah, the English department has got
how many lecturers?
We've got 23 permanent lecturers. Yeah, but of course, besides the 23, we've got also lecturers who teach. The lecture offered by the university and the faculty. But for the English itself, we've got 23 lecturers who has hold degrees, like a doctoral degree from either Indonesia or abroad.
Yeah.
I think it's important for us to enrich the qualifications of the lecturers so that the academic culture will be, rich and colorful and, completing each other. I mean, we've got graduates from, let's say, from UK, and then we've got graduates from, from UPI Bandung, Indonesian
Education. Indonesia University of Education.
Yeah, we've got some lecturers graduated from Indonesia University of Education. The university that I realized they give like particular academic culture that is brought by the lecturers who graduated from there, and it's very important for us. So that as a department we have lecturers from different backgrounds, so that they mix and they enrich the opportunities for students also to have different academic positive atmosphere. And more importantly, I think the way the lecturers communicate to the students, we've got like quite a friendly atmosphere when the students can freely communicate to the students in a not always in a formal way, but we that's why, as I mentioned before, the institution provide different venue or places or facilities that could enable students and lecturers to communicate comfortably. Like we've got in SALC, we've got like a comfortable sofa where they can chat and things like that. So the communication atmosphere,
So I can say that there is no such thing as a problem in lecturers in English education department, so you don't need to worry to join our English department. So the lecturers is very professional, from the different campuses, and also doctoral degree, and so on and so on. Okay, sir. Now I'm gonna ask a little bit about the plans. So what do you have in mind in terms of this Prodi in English education department for, let's say, 3 years or 5 years from now?
This the challenging thing that we keep making effort to keep improving our quality, as we know that the quality of study program is shown or is represented in the accreditation that they have, and alhamdulillah, as with the support of the faculty and the institutions and all the stakeholders, with the students also support, that we now have accreditation A, meaning that the quality of our department has been examined, and then has been claimed as got good quality. But it doesn't make us as the department stop making more effort to keep improving the quality. And then we try to keep improving different aspects of the management, the academics, and everything, including starting to look at the possibility and working on preparing the international accreditation. I think that's one of the plan for in the near future. But we are now again, as the quality, we make sure the quality is there. Then I think accreditation from different levels or board of accreditation would not make any problems. But now we are concerned with keeping improving our quality.
Okay, well said, sir. So maybe this is the last questions we can discuss, and you may answer, sir. It's about the who could actually join to our English department for
Yeah.
the last one.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Yeah. Okay. Who could actually join our department as a student? Actually, we got different partnerships as well. I mean, for those who could join our department as students, I think actually anyone who got what is it, requirements, who fulfill the requirements. Senior high school graduates from either general or vocational schools, they could join our us. What if they don't have good English? As I mentioned before, don't worry, because we work on helping students to improve their English. That's why, so it doesn't really matter if their English are not good enough. Then we will work on that. We will help them. So it doesn't matter. Anyone, any senior high school graduates could join us.
Yeah.
And as you asked me before, that if they don't want to be a teacher, could they join here? Yeah, I have been concerned with that as well.
Yeah.
In lower semester, once I asked them what they want to be, and we could see from that survey that not all of them want to be a teacher, but
Right.
being a teacher is about it's about passion as well. And I notify they start building that passion throughout the process of studying in English department. When they get involved with students, when they have internship at school, when they know the excitement of teaching English, meeting new people, and so back to your question, anyone can join our department, including those who don't really like English. No problem, It doesn't matter if you guys don't like English at the moment, for example, and we'll show you the excitement of learning English and the benefits of being able to communicate in English.
Okay. That can be. It's very vital for today's era. Okay. So thank you so much again for Mr. Silih Warni, Ph.D.
You're most welcome. It's my great pleasure.
Education Department FKIP UHAMKA for giving us information about the department. Before I close this podcast, if you are interested in English, I just would like to say that if you don't like it, but you want to be good at it, we are ready to help. So come to our campus, or maybe you can check first to our Instagram, English UHAMKA, or our YouTube, or in FKIP UHAMKA Instagram or YouTube, and you can get the more information about the English education study program or English department and our faculty and institution. So we have a strong commitment to give contributions for better English educations, not only for you and also for Indonesia. Okay, thank you so much again. So we close this podcast. If you like it, you can follow us, as I mentioned before, and see you again. Assalamualaikum Wr.Wb.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.